Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Sorrel Unhinged.
Happy Friday! Well, it's Friday for us while we're recording.
Yeah, so we don't know what
what
day it is.
Get it.
Yeah, we just upload randomly when we have it edited.
We like to wing it. We don't like a strict schedule.
Yep. So yes,
It's Friday. Feels kind of like fall today.
it's cold here.
Yeah, it's like 60s.
At the next light,
Yeah,
turn
1,000 degrees 2 days ago.
Yep. And it was weird because we celebrated Summerween yesterday on the 31st.
Oh, yeah.
And
it was the 30th.
it was the 31st, and it felt like Halloween.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Everyone was in sweatshirts. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But summer is unfortunately slowly starting to slip away from our fingertips. I feel like the kids are going back to school in 3 weeks.
Yep.
So we've just been taking full advantage of our summertime.
Yep.
We went to Savannah Bananas this weekend.
It was amazing. Everything I ever dreamed of.
Guys, Caitlin was like a child on Christmas. I looked over at one point and just the pure joy radiating from her face was everything. It was so funny.
It was awesome. I got to see KJ live and in person,
What a dream.
which was amazing. But then it's we unknowingly entered a wet t-shirt contest, and both of us were in white tanks, and it downpoured, and we were at Citizens Bank Park in Philly, and it was all of a sudden out of nowhere it was just downpour, and I was like, well, this wasn't the day to wear a pink bra under a white shirt.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was not a little bit of rain. And we just sat there because the lines going up to get under cover were just standing still. So it was well, just stay in our seat. We're already soaked. You were wringing out your clothing. That's how rainy it was.
Yeah.
But it actually it was very humid, so it kind of did cool everything off. And they were able to keep playing the game for a while. So by the time, that was the 4th inning, by the time it was almost the 8th inning, we were almost dry.
Yep.
We were all right, cool, almost dry. No, not cool. Another downpour, even heavier than the first one, came out of literally nowhere.
Yep. And I mean, we had all good intentions that we were going to stay after the game and we were going to have our kids try and get stuff signed. I had a necklace that I was going to give to KJ. I was prepared, ready to do this, and then all of a sudden all of our little dreams came whisked away. I was
they canceled the game in the 8th inning because of the rain.
Yep. But I mean, honestly too, at one point Allison's son and my son, their faces were just they were watching, they saw Rack do a backflip, they see DR Meadows do a side flip to catch, and they were just in awe, and they looked in this is the best thing we've ever been to. Yeah. This is amazing. And I was it so is.
And Chloe was just living life. She was just doing all the dances. Yeah. We got to meet one of the tailgaters. He came right through our aisle. I had no idea our aisle was empty, and I felt someone next to me, and I looked up, and he was right there. I was oh! And he came through and gave everyone high fives, which was so cool.
Yeah, shout out to Carson. Yeah, because that was so nice. It was really nice because we were standing in the rain, and I was oh, that's cool. The kids got to meet someone, and in hindsight, I'm we should have been wait, sign us. But I mean, when it's downpouring, it's the last thing on your mind.
Yeah, so I mean, we walked to the car in the pouring rain, so I was well, we're already wet. Mm-hmm. The kids were taking their shorts off for the drive home. They're we don't want to sit in wet shorts. Shorts being thrown to the back of the car, and we ended up having to sit there for 2 hours before we could even leave the parking lot because everyone left at the same time.
Yeah,
which was less than ideal.
Yeah, so the kids literally rode home in their underwear, and I looked at Alice and I'm I think it's frowned upon if we do that.
If it was dark out, I definitely would have done it because it was so uncomfortable. To the point where I got in the car the next day and my seat was still wet. That's how soaked our clothes were.
It was insane, sopping wet.
Yeah, so that was fun. We have a beach day coming up.
Yep.
Breezy Bowls on Tuesday.
I can't believe you're going.
I'm so psyched. We got Kane Brown coming up. We've got things.
so excited. I got my boots. Got my boots
I was
for Kane
looking
Brown.
last night.
I'm so excited. So like, I'm still back and forth between if I'm doing like a bandana headband or if I'm doing a trucker hat. I'm not sure which way I want to go. But I mean, the boots were like a big deal, and I mean, I found them for a good price, which is always a good time because cowboy boots are expensive.
Yes.
Holy shnikes, they're expensive. So that's a lot of traffic. So yeah, I can't wait to get those. I got my whole outfit planned. I'm excited.
It's gonna be fun. We've got stuff. We're doing experiences. I feel like the kids. Oh, we did we talk about the farm? Yeah, we did talk about the farm. I think last time for your birthday.
We didn't talk about it.
We didn't talk about the.
I don't think
cow
so.
Farm.
I don't think we did.
We did.
Well, anyway, we saw Highland cows.
We did
didn't
a cow
talk
farm.
about it. It was amazing.
That was super fun. I think we want to go back for the Amish experience. We were supposed to do that on the way home. We saw it, like buggy rides. There was literally a place called the Amish experience, but my son, we thought, broke his arm at the farm.
Yeah.
So we had to drive an hour and a half to get home and take him for an X-ray. He's fine. There was nothing broken. So we're gonna go back and do that. Chloe wants to do that petting zoo little place.
That sounded really cool. I want to do that too.
Yeah, they want to do that. They said they want to do Dutch Wonderland, but that could also be a fall activity.
I think it has to be a fall activity because
Unless
if you're
it's like this.
roasting at Dutch Wonderland, oh my gosh.
And they want to do them indoor mini golf, which also could be
so
like
fun.
a during the school year activity too.
Absolutely, but that looks so
Yeah,
fun.
I think that'll be cool. So yeah, I mean we've been summering, swimming a lot. The kids they're excited for school shopping, but not going to school is what they told me.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. I always hated back to school shopping though because I knew that school was coming and I was like, ugh, like don't want to do it. But then I was in school for 95% of my life, so.
Yeah, but I feel like I even said last night, like I was telling the kids, like we didn't do back to school shopping like this early, right? You'd get a backpack and you get like new sneakers and maybe like a new outfit. But like all the supplies, I was like, we went the night of the first day of school.
Right.
Because that's when you got a list. Now they give lists the last day of school of the previous year for the next year.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, this is so weird. Like everyone was flooding Staples the first day of school, the night you got home.
Yep. Do I need a 2-inch binder or 1.5? Check the list.
Yeah, all the book covers and all that stuff. Which now they don't even really enjoy. Like the kids today will never understand having your book covered with a brown paper bag and then being able to decorate it. Or like those stretchy ones.
So funny story about that. I feel like I always had like a Hollister bag or something, and I just remember just having like ripped abs like on like the front of like all my textbooks, right? And I was thinking about that the other day because I also remember vividly decorating all of my binders in Lucas Scott.
You did?
Oh my god, yeah. Like all middle school was all Chad Michael Murray.
Really? Oh my
yes,
God,
my binders. Like I would literally print I would make like collages and like put them in as like my binders.
That is hilarious.
So funny.
I'm not mad at it either.
No, it was great. Like
that is so good.
What a good like middle school era.
Yeah, I remember having like a blue Abercrombie bag and that was like the one cover.
Yep.
But like kids don't really have books like that. Now everything's on their Chromebook.
I know.
They just have their laptop. So like my kids put stickers on their laptop even though I don't think they're supposed to.
They're definitely not supposed to do that, but it's alright. Oh my gosh. I mean it's like it's theirs though. They still use it. They still have it.
They're gonna take that. I think they may get a new one in high school. But they use it all through middle school. Same one from elementary school.
Oh wow.
They take it with them.
Oh my gosh.
We've lost a couple chargers.
Put some stickers on it.
One charger Penelope chewed. And another one got broke. So we're down to one charger for 3 laptops.
We're doing fine.
So we stagger.
I wonder if you have to give the charger back to you.
Well, I think I'm going to have to pay $25 for a replacement.
Probably.
It seems as if that's what Bella told me.
That's alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's a small price for those amount of years to have it, I guess.
What was I going to say? So we've been watching, we're going to do a little pop culture. But before we get into that, I think we should do a quick little on this episode of what we've been influenced by since we talked to you last. So do you have anything?
I feel like I did have something and now I can't remember it. So I have to think about this for a little while, but you go.
I've been pretty I haven't pulled the trigger on anything. Like, I have my eye on some stuff.
Yeah.
Still that dose supplement.
Yeah.
And then there's something else, Flatter Me, it's called.
Okay.
And it's like a fiber, prebiotic, probiotic powder.
Okay.
I just don't, I'm very picky with, drinks.
I hear you.
So if it's gonna taste bad, I won't be able to get it down, and now I've just wasted an entire jar.
Yes.
But I will update that I love the Maylee's Get Dreamy Toning Whipped Body Cream so much that I got a second one.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, oh, I don't want to order it online, but to my surprise, I walked into Ulta and there it was. So I was like,
no way.
I'm scooping it up. I really love it. The smell's it's not bad, but it's a little bit too perfumey for my liking. I'd rather something be fresh smelling, and I feel like it's kind of lavendery and floral maybe.
Yeah.
But I guess it's because you're supposed to put it on at night. That's why they rake the lavender in there. But
yeah.
I don't know. There was something, and you told me about it the other day.
I did.
I can't remember. What
okay,
you said.
but one just popped in my head.
Makeup. Wasn't it makeup?
Oh, yeah, makeup. Okay, but before I get into makeup, so let me jump into this. So I ordered, based on your influence, actually you influenced me to get this Paragard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's going to do, but, and no, it's not the IUD. I'm not at home trying to put an IUD in or something like that. Paragard is in the intestinal detox, and it's supposed to rid your body of any possible parasites,
heavy metals, toxins, parasites. So I saw a video on Instagram where these people were giving drops to themselves, drops to their children, and then in kids' diapers there was wiggly worms. We don't how do we know if you have from meat or fish or anything that you have critters in your gut?
Yeah.
I want them gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll try anything, but we haven't tried this yet.
Haven't tried it yet, and I heard that you're supposed to do a cleanse first. So now I have to figure out what I'm gonna cleanse with before I take this, because otherwise it can make you feel really.
You can feel like ass.
Yeah. So I have to really prepare for this one and decide when this is going down. Because this isn't just something you just randomly take one morning. You have to literally be prepared for it.
Bella was game. I want all my kids to have it.
Right.
Once every 6 months.
Well, I mean, I'm definitely gonna try it, and I want to see what happens, and then kind of go from there. I mean, is this gonna be I do every couple months? I don't know.
If I see a worm, the way I'm going to freak out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever eat meat again.
What if you just got this long ass tapeworm or something?
No.
What if it was just hanging? What if you?
Oh my God! You're not serious right now.
I mean, what happens if that would happen though? What happens if you were just sitting there and it was just hanging out?
I think I would probably just die on the spot. But not to be disgusting.
I would scream.
Not to be disgusting. But I just had a visual when you said hanging out. I had a visual of people that have dogs will understand this. If they dump in the yard, but then they're running around panicked because and tucking their butt because there's still something that they didn't get out, and you look and it's hanging out.
Yeah.
I love nothing more than getting a paper towel and pulling that out.
Oh my God. It's usually grass.
It's usually a long
bundle of
stem of grass,
yeah.
and I'm just yes, that's satisfying.
That should be on a My Strange Addiction. Oh my gosh.
Don't judge me, you probably do it too.
So let me get into the whole makeup thing, okay? I was heavily influenced because I love anything that's shimmery, glittery, anything like that. And drawn to all things that are sparkly. But I don't wear a ton of makeup. Like today, like I literally have like no makeup on. I have a spot of concealer on. Other than that, I just have my face. And
just wearing my face.
It's just I'm just wearing my face and just like my skincare. But I was very influenced by one product. What is that one product? Okay, well, let's get into it because it's literally like everywhere. Like all the little like tweens, teens, everything, they're on it, and TikTok, all this. It's like all the rage, right? So I picked myself up a bottle of it, and I'm like, I'm excited. Put it all over my face. Love the shimmer, you know. And the next day, I'm pretty sure it was literally the next day, I had the worst, and I'm talking the worst, under the skin breakout that I've ever had in my life, okay? I don't frequently have a ton of breakouts, like more so it's like hormonal or anything like that, and I'll get like a few areas of like a breakout, but like for the most part, my skin is pretty reasonable. I didn't even know what to do, okay? You're still wondering what this product is, okay? So, it was Elf's Glow Recipe. I'm sure you've heard of it. And I was like, never again will I buy over-the-counter, like, makeup as such, right? Like, cheap makeup isn't good, right? And good makeup isn't cheap. So, I went for the cheap makeup. It was the worst thing. When I'm telling you guys, I suffered from this breakout for literally over a month. And that is not a joke. Like, to the point where it was literally the freaking size right here between my brows, under the skin. And it was like a hard lump. Never have I ever had anything like this. Nothing ever came to the surface. Nothing. And I tried everything to get this to go away. And I ended up literally like ripping skin off of my face because I was so bothered by it. Because it hurt. It wasn't even just like a, ew, that's not cute. It hurt. And I was like, I'm never putting this on my face again. So finally on the mend from that, but I have like an area of hyperpigmentation now that I can't wait to peel away this fall because it's annoying as sin. But my point is, don't just like buy the trends, okay? I never ever ever do this, but I was so influenced because I love shiny stuff. And I was like, why'd I do this to myself? So name of the game is get good makeup, and Allison gave me great makeup for my birthday, so that's what I used as like a little spot of concealer to cover like the hyperpigmentation today because it's annoying the crap out of me. And Merit sticks.
I'm gonna be honest though, I think that makeup is a highlighter. So the fact that you rubbed it all over your face, you didn't use it appropriately.
So I mixed it.
You were literally just supposed to.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted the full shine. So I mixed it with like my my SPF to get like the shine. But I was like, I know it's not my SPF because I use that every day. But something in this product was comedogenic, right? And comedogenic just means like it clogs your pores. So I know it was bad.
It's not good.
It sucks.
It was not good. So just don't use that crap.
Yeah, no. So just get good makeup. Highly recommend Merit. Those are amazing. I have the blush now
Sephora.
too.
You can order them online.
Yeah.
Some of the influencers have a coupon code.
Yep. So yeah, I mean that was my influence of oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't be influenced by everything.
And since we love conspiracy theories, I'm going to change the subject, and I told you yesterday, but I feel like we need to share. I was just scrolling, and there was a reel that came up on Facebook, and they always say that like The Simpsons predict like things that are going to happen in the future, or like if something happens, like oh my god, that was on a Simpsons episode. Yeah. They like predicted this was going to happen. So I saw a clip on like a reel, and they said it was a Simpsons clip, and they said it was a never aired episode, and it was like a scrolling neon sign that was like November 7th, 2025, November 7th, 2025. And then like you saw like them saying like that Justin Bieber died on November 7th, 2025. And in the clip, there was like a character that was like tattooed, looked just like Justin Bieber, sitting on a bed. And then they said there was like open pill bottles next to him and alcohol bottles. And he just looked so terrible. And he had like a note on the wall that like he could never escape his past. Like he left a note. And then it was like the news flashing saying like Justin Bieber dead on November 7th, 2025. So I'm going to say I really hope that's not true, and I hope this is just like complete bullshit. However, if it occurs, you heard it here first.
Yeah. You know, I also like wonder like how that even happens. That like Simpsons predicts.
Right.
So
Who's
much.
writing these stories?
Right, because like they're a wizard, and also we should get them to predict like they should be paid for like predicting lives, because
Other
I want to know I want to know some stuff.
Yeah.
So like what's your name?
Wild. It's been wild. I feel like there was an episode they said predicted. Remember when that like big barge hit that bridge in Maryland? Like that was on an episode.
Yes, it was. It was on an episode of something.
Like what in the world?
Yeah. So, I mean, could it be coincidence? Maybe.
So, I mean, please, let's pray for the Beebs, because
he doesn't look well. I'm not going to lie.
Not.
He does not look well. He looks like he's struggling. Mentally, I think he's definitely struggling. And I think, to be honest, like, he doesn't really have a place to turn. Like,
no, there's
help.
a lack of support.
Yeah.
I really do enjoy like his music. I'm a big Bieber fan. His new album I love, but like I even said to you, like you can almost hear like some of the pain in the songs.
Yeah.
Like it's not his normal like upbeat, fun songs. Like there is like some of them are sad sounding, you know? Like some of them are just him talking.
Really?
Yes, like not every track, like some of the end is just like him talking to other people, but yeah. Hopefully that's not occurring.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy. Oh my gosh.
So since we last talked, there's been some Kohberger things that have occurred, right? He had a sentencing trial.
Yep.
Kaylee Goncalves, her sister spoke, and I watched her entire speech, and I will say, that girl, like, good on her.
Yeah.
She ripped him a new one.
And she did her research as to, like, how to get inside his head. And I actually watched, like, a reel about this, and someone was saying, like, she did a ton of research on, like, sociopaths and everything like that prior to making this speech, or while she was making this, writing this speech, because the words she chose and the way she said them are things that like hit to a point where all he could do is just like internalize it.
Yeah.
And like he couldn't really fight it, like he couldn't battle it, he couldn't do anything except let it kind of like fester in his mind, which is exactly like how you need to treat people like that.
She was so like matter of fact, very professional, but like she was told him he's nothing but a loser.
Yeah. Like
all these things, but like I don't know if I'd be able to get up there like that. That man is such a creep.
Yeah.
Like when the way he was staring like a hole through her.
Yeah.
His eyes, they are fucking blank.
Yeah.
Like he is actually psychotic.
Yeah.
Like he was just staring. And the thing that pissed me off the most is when the judge said, like, it is your turn if you would like to say something. And this piece of shit looked there and was like, I respectfully decline.
Yep.
Those are the 3 words he said throughout the entire trial.
Yep.
You respectfully decline? You murdered 4 people and you can't even, like, give the family the courtesy of saying what your motive was?
Absolutely. So instead, his only way to withhold and hold on to power is that he's going to keep them from having closure that they need. And that is sick and fucked up. And I mean, to be honest, like, he deserves everything that's coming to him.
He's a coward because he took this plea deal to avoid the death penalty, and I hope someone makes his life miserable in prison.
Yeah.
I hope he rots in there.
Yeah.
And I hope no one speaks his name ever again.
Yeah.
Because who deserves to have names is these 4 people, because everyone just keeps calling them the Idaho 4 and then saying his name.
Right.
No, they all had names, and
Absolutely.
when you speak, you should use their names. But what has come out now is like, so basically there was a gag order that's been removed, so like you're getting intel from like the police reports and other people that couldn't speak at the time, and they were saying that Kaylee was so brutally attacked, like disfigured. Her teeth were knocked out. She had some stab wounds on her face, and so like at least 35 to 50 stab wounds just all over. So what they're thinking is like, from research they're trying to figure, they think he was going in there after Maddie. They think Maddie is the one he was going for. Now her room on the outside had like a pink cowboy boot in her window and a big light up M. So it's like if he had been circling there, because they caught him like 23 times before the murders in that vicinity, if he had been stalking out the area, he knew which room was hers. So he went in and went right up there. So they're saying they think he was completely pissed off and taken off guard that Kaylee was there. So she didn't live in the house. She had recently moved out, and she was just having a sleepover with Maddie.
Yeah.
They think his plan was like to go in and rape her.
They
don't know if he was gonna kill her when he was finished, but like he just got annoyed that Kaylee was there in her bed.
Oh my god.
And just like everyone's like, well, why would he leave the other 2 roommates living if he killed the other 4 people in the house?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand either.
And then like even the sister was like, you were messy, like you left the sheath, like you're a criminal forensic major, and like you left these things behind. You didn't think anyone was going to check your Amazon record because he bought it with a gift card.
Yeah.
Like, no, you dummy. Like, come on.
Crap.
So there's been stuff. They said the DoorDash driver has come out and said that they did see him. I guess Kaylee has a dog, Murphy, and when she lived there, she, obviously with a dog, you're going outside a lot more often than the roommates that are not. And she was telling people, like, she had seen someone she thought sitting in a tree, staring at the house. She felt like she was being, like, there was someone out there.
What the hell?
But she said, they were saying they think he was, like, almost conditioning the dog to, like, not think he was a stranger, right? Like, constantly being in the woods. And they said the one time they came home and their door was wide open.
Oh my gosh.
So they think he was probably just, like, conditioning the dog to be familiar with him.
What the
Like, there's a lot of thought that was going into this.
What the actual...
And like now it's kind of like, well, what did the parents know? Because his dad drove home to Pennsylvania with him.
Yeah, I mean, how
is it kind of like Brian Laundrie?
I was gonna say it sounds like it. So, and then at that point, it's like you are at fault too.
Oh, absolutely. I watched the one on Peacock. So there's a documentary on Peacock. That was a really good one. And there's some family members, like, of the victims that are on there. But apparently there's one on Prime. I believe it's called A Night in Idaho.
Yeah.
So I want to watch the one on Prime. And then I think there's going to be possibly a book if there's not already.
Oh, wow.
But, everyone's saying, like, I hope he doesn't get the ability to, like, do almost like Gypsy Rose, like interviews from prison.
No,
I hope he doesn't get that.
No.
And like the family, if anything, they deserve him not to have social media attention.
Absolutely.
Or like any type of attention on him for what he did.
Absolutely.
Like he should just disappear.
Yeah.
At this point, like some people are even going to the extent of just referencing him as his prison ID number.
Yeah.
And they're just saying like those
because what he wants is the recognition.
That's absolutely what he wants. So I don't know. I want to see if there's a book because I want to read it, and like this could be a movie.
I know, but then you sit there and go to yourself, but like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants to, like, literally die being famous for doing something. And, like, that's what's so sick and fucked up is, like, why do we sit here and highlight these psychopaths?
Right.
And then you breed more of them.
Yeah, because then you have the idolizing of these criminals, or like the sick people that are going to, like the women that are going to be like obsessed with him in prison.
Yeah.
You know, like I've never understood that.
I don't fucking get that either. Like, so, you know, that's where, like, I think the world goes wrong, and even, like, you know, movie makers go wrong. Yes, we understand that it's like a story, but this is also like destroyed people's lives.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? And like, there's 4 people that don't have their life anymore to live because of this monster.
Yeah.
So instead of highlighting him, it's like we need to like go back. Like, if we're gonna do that, then the story should be told from all 4 of these people's point of view.
Right.
They should be the highlight of that.
Yeah, I agree with that. It should be based on them.
It should be based on them and how their lives were cut short by a monster.
So people are saying, so I heard on like another podcast that like they don't know if the reason he did this is because like no woman ever like gave him the time of day or ever like, you know, gave him any attention, or they were always mean to him. So like the person's argument was like, okay, so from the other side, if like any 1 or 2 women would have ever been nice to him in his life since high school, would that have prevented him from doing what he did?
And here's where I have, like, I guess, like, an issue with that, okay? Like, I totally get bullying, and I get that, and that shit is wrong, okay? But let's just kind of, like, go back to the fact of this man particularly has a mental health disorder, if not several. He is a sociopath, right? So, mentally unstable, probably throughout his entire life, and no one ever got him the help.
Yeah.
Right? So, instead, it's like, women have, I think, this, like, internal knowing of, like, when they're not safe around someone, right? This man radiates not being safe.
Absolutely.
He radiates dysregulation. So, as a woman, your first instinct is to go like, no thank you. Like, because something about you unsettles me.
Yep.
That is the truth behind that, right? So, I don't think so, because I think if someone were to have gotten into a relationship with him, he would have done this still.
Right. And
because it would have been obsession,
right.
And then he would have ended up killing them over obsession.
I still don't think it's right to, like, make excuses for people's poor behavior. Like,
Correct.
He's an adult. He chose this. It was premeditated. This is not something that he just did, like, on a whim. This guy was planning this out. If you were circling this house for 23 times in a span of however much time before you decided to pull the trigger on this murder, like, you bought a weapon, you knew the layout of the house, and then the fact that you went back hours after you committed this murder, and they said, like, criminals like this get off on being like, well, what's going on there? I have to go back and see, has anyone found them yet? Or, like, so, like, 4 hours later, he circled back to see. So, like, no, this guy is sick individual. Like, do not blame women.
Correct.
For his poor behavior.
Correct.
Because I think it was going to happen regardless. Wherever he was.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of times, too, like, when women are too trusting, this is when you see, like, you know, things that occur and happen that are tragedies, right? Like, so, you know, I don't believe that theory. I think, no one should be bullied at all. But I also think that, like, there needs to be clearer recognition of someone's mental instability, and that needs to be treated appropriately before it gets to these types of points.
And if you're a man and a woman is, like, clearly you're making her uncomfortable, then you need to be man enough to understand you need to change your behavior.
Right, but I think truly, too, the only time when, like, women truly get that sense of, like, I'm not comfortable and this person doesn't make me feel safe is when there's, like, a real issue, right? And I think those people can't recognize that.
Correct.
They don't recognize they're the problem. Because to them, they're not the problem.
It's true.
So that's when then things start to get dangerous.
Yep.
Because they're going, like, that bitch. And now I have it out for her. when instead, like, they are the problem. She has every right to feel the way she feels, and they're never going to realize that it's them, because to them it's not.
Yeah, it'll never be them.
Right.
Well, I think that's enough on that so somber subject.
I know.
Well, we're back. We got some work to do. Next week we will start kind of covering Bachelor in Paradise, because it's going to get interesting with, like, the games coming. We'll give our opinion on who we're liking, what we're thinking, what we don't like. It's literally just our opinion, and we're going to share it.
And there's a new Bachelor, apparently.
What I heard, it's going to be Jason Tartick, so we'll see.
I mean, that should be a great season.
Yeah, I think it should be a very good season.
Yeah.
So that's our little pop culture, our quick little episode. So until then, enjoy the weekend. I don't know when you're going to hear this. But yeah, that's about it. Until next time, stay unhinged.